today we are going to be taking a look at the new NAD C 3030 amplifier. We've picked this because we think it's a really wonderful first amplifier for somebody who's looking to get into hi-fi. NAD developed an amplifier which was called the C3050, and this was the first of their new amplifiers which was heavily influenced by the design of their classic 1970s products. The 3050 looked slightly different. It was based on the original NAD 3030, but it came with the beautiful wood veneer panels on the sides. It was really popular, one of our best-selling amplifiers. And what NAD did was they decided to refine this and to really double down on the design of the original 3030, and that's where we've got this product. It's much more in keeping in terms of its dimensions. It's a slightly smaller product. It's actually almost identical to the original 1976 amplifier. It has the same illuminated VU meters, it has the NAD cursive script, and it's got these gorgeous tactile controls on the front. It's interesting because although it looks quite retro, this is absolutely not a gimmick. This is a really, really good amplifier. It costs £899, and I think it looks so much better than the price point suggests. You really do get a premium feeling product. Interestingly, when the 3030 was launched, it cost about £89, so if you take into account inflation, it's actually fairly similar in price now at $899 to the original 1976 price. And it's a modern interpretation, it's not a replica. I think that's quite important. There have been amplifiers that have been brought out recently which were very, very faithful replicas. That's fairly charming in a lot of ways, but there are certain limitations to those technologies, and it's nice to have a product which has so much built into it. Retro hi-fi is so popular at the moment. We've probably seen more products in the last 3 years than in the previous 20, which hark back to the 70s, and I think in a way that's been spurred on by the vinyl revival that we keep hearing about. And it's interesting, people talk about a vinyl revival. There's never been one at Seven Oaks. We have sold record players since 1974, and it's never stopped. And what's happening is people are rediscovering the love for physical media, and I think that's drawn them into an appreciation of the products that supported that physical media. It's easy to get attracted to a record player or an amplifier, to find them interesting. It's a lot harder for an iPhone or a digital media player, and I think that's what's driven the resurgence in retro hi-fi. Probably the product that really kick-started it was the Wharfedale Lintons. They were a 70s design, and that product was really important. It kind of ushered in this appreciation for products that looked and felt different to everything that was out at the time. When the Linton was released, probably 8 or 9 years ago, it was so different to all of the other products that we were seeing. Everything was very sleek, it was gloss black, and suddenly we had these huge walnut cabinets that they looked like your dad's hi-fi, and it was really cool. I definitely think the vinyl revival has gone hand in hand with the interest in retro looks for hi-fi. Another thing you find with these products is there's a really lovely simplicity to them. You don't need a phone, you don't need a tablet to control them. Certain products you can do, but these have really tactile controls, and it's simplicity. This is something that you can just plug in and you know how to use it straight out of the box, which is a really, really lovely thing to be able to do. You don't need to know the ins and outs of an app. You don't need to go through Wi-Fi setup. You just plug this in. It really is as simple as it was in the 70s. It is an integrated amplifier, and NAD call this a music-first product, and I think that does get to the crux of this. It's been designed to sound great. They haven't worried too much about anything else. It's just designed to be engaging, enjoyable, and simple. And I think that's something that you can find gets lost with some of the more complicated products. They have their place and they can offer huge benefits, but with something music first, it really is just a matter of taking it out, plugging it in, and enjoying it. So although it's retro, NAD have obviously thought about who this product is for and what requirements people have these days. So in terms of connections, it's got an HDMI eARC, a phono stage, an optical digital, and a line in. I think the eARC and the phono stage are interesting. They cover the two modern and historical use cases for this product. So the eARC is wonderful. You can just connect it directly to your TV and you have wonderful sound directly into your hi-fi system. There's a very good quality phono stage built in, so if you want to use vinyl with it, you don't need a separate phono stage. You can just connect your turntable directly to it. It does also have an optical input for something like a CD player, or if you want to stream from any other digital source, and it has a standard line level input as well. It does also have Bluetooth, which means you can stream to it directly from your phone. You'll notice there's no streaming inbuilt with this product, and that was deliberate. It was to keep it at a particular price point. NAD have got that covered though. There is shortly going to be a partner version of this product called the NAD C 3030S, which will have BlueOS streaming built in. So you'll have all the benefits of the BlueOS multi-room system built into it. But that one's not been released yet, so we're just looking at the standard model. So it's a Class D amplifier, and Class D still has quite a negative perception among a lot of people, and we really do think that that's probably undeserved. So original Class D models, they could tend to be slightly brighter, they could be slightly brittle, they could be a little bit harsher, there were elements of distortion on the top end. Class D has been refined so much over the years, so companies like Hypex have developed Class D modules, and really the proof now is in the sound quality. The reason NAD chose Class D, as they do for lots of their products these days, is it's light, it's efficient, and it sounds great. It's really come on a long way. So the days where a Class D amplifier sounded harsh or bright have long gone. So in terms of how it sounds, it is that NAD family sound. It's quite warm, it's quite confident, it's very, very musical. It's absolutely not a clinical amplifier, and personally I think that's a really good thing. Clinical amps need such careful partnering, otherwise they just sound like a studio monitor, and most people don't want to listen to music through studio monitors. The NAD has a warm analog tone to it, which really does match the design of it in terms of its sound stage, in terms of its voicing. There are a couple of other interesting features on this which are quite handy. So a subwoofer output, meaning you can connect any sub to this amplifier and use it with your speakers. I think the things NAD have got right about this product are, other than everything under the hood, the design and the styling. It has such a nice tactile feel to it. The dials feel great, the buttons feel great. It's got a nice physical quality that you don't get on that many products, and I think NAD have really got this right. So why would you buy the 3030? It covers so many bases so well. It has eARC, it has a phono stage built in, it has lovely design features, and it's perfect for somebody who's getting back into hi-fi, or for somebody who wants to take their first steps into hi-fi. You could pair this with loudspeakers at about £1,000, and for £2,000 you've got an absolutely brilliant system that can pretty much do anything you would want it to. So we think it's a great amplifier, and we would love you to come in and experience it for yourself. All of our stores are stockists of this amp. Everyone's got one on demo. If you want to hear it for yourself, just come in. You can give us a ring, you can call us up, come on in and have a listen. You can bring your own music. We think it's a brilliant product and we'd love you to hear it. So today we've looked at an amplifier, but obviously if you're looking at building a system, we've got another video where we outline what we think represents really great value at different price points. So we look at a system for £1,000, £3,000 and £10,000, and we try to talk about what you will see, what you should be aiming to hear in improvements as you go up through the price points. So if you're interested in that, do have a look at our other videos. So do let us know your thoughts. We think it's a brilliant amplifier, but if you've got anything you'd like to comment, anything you'd like to say, do just leave a comment on the video. We do read them all. It's really interesting. If there's anything else you'd like to see us look at, please do just tell us. We'd love to hear from you.